and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about inverse time, or TI. And inverse time is unique to a specific pulse sequence. It's unique to the inverse recovery sequence. Those are going to fit in the category of our STIRs or our FLAIRs, where we're suppressing a tissue based on its T1 time. Now, how this is performed is really important to understand, because we're essentially taking all those hydrogen in our patient, inverting them, and waiting for a period of time for them to recover a specific amount of longitudinal magnetization, and then we deliver our excitation pulse. Now, we should know at this point that we have our basically our period of time here of what we're going to do to our patient, and then what we're going to start with is an excitation pulse and a normal pulse sequence. Let's say it's a turbo spin echo or a fast spin echo. So we begin with a 90-degree arc pulse. We have a TR time, which is from excitation to excitation. And then we're collecting an echo within this period of time. And that's our, from excitation to this echo is TE. So this is a normal pulse sequence. We take this, we start with an excitation pulse, we collect an echo, and repeat this process over and over again until we fill our K-space or data space. Now, when we do an inverse recovery sequence, we have a unique parameter called inverse time. And this inverse time correlates with the T1 of a tissue. But in order to make this happen, we need to invert all those protons before we run this process, this normal excitation to excitation, this TR. In order to do this, we need to start with a 180-degree pulse. So what's happening here is we're taking all those protons and we're inverting them into the inverted plane. All right. Now we wait a period of time that correlates with the tissue we want to suppress. This is typically a shorter period of time for a STIR, so we can suppress fat, or a longer duration of time would suppress cerebrospinal fluid, which is a FLAIR. But the period of time that we're waiting from our 180, our initial 180-degree pulse, to our 90-degree pulse is going to be our TI, or inverse time. And this is the period we're waiting to suppress a specific tissue. All right, so we're going to wait after we deliver this 180, all the protons are down inverted, and then they're going to start recovering over a period of time. Once they get to a point where we call the null point, when the tissue we're trying to suppress is in the transverse plane, we deliver a 90-degree RF pulse, and then we repeat as normal, collecting our echo at our TE, and then repeating this process over and over again as our TR. All right, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.